EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. They're on the Texans sideline. Look at their head coach, DeMeco Ryans. These guys coming in refreshed after that early season bye. On the opposite side, that's Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's CJ Stroud.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
And his first pass falls incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended. Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, you better be ready for some contact.
Well, you won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they will be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? Former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, when he cares less about those 2 numbers, he's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Throwing here. Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. A solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
Walker on first down. They'll cobble together a yard there. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Tight end reels in the shallow throw, and that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. That one is caught. Horton has it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense holds it. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. And they love the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. Pass caught by Dell. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down throw by Stroud. Caught by Collins on the slant. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Taken in by Kirk, right side. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. Second down now, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air, Stroud. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal.
On the quick, right?
Throwing again, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, come on.
And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling for that defense who puts a sack on the board. You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Fields this one at the 3. Dodges another stop. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So Mike McDonald's getting his Seahawk offense out for another drive. This winning streak has been impressive for him. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Staying with Walker. He finds space for a few yards that time. CJ Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackled on the play by Puna Ford.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Horton down the field, and he's got it to the 4.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Walker up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now lead by 10. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Panthers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11.
Texans 3. The kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Stroud to throw on first down. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Well, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Walker hauls it in. He is down to the 30-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And again, it's Darnold. Finds Cup once more. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. From the red zone on 1st. Throws caught. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs. But let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Now Darnold off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Pass cut, 9-yard line. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he can get the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now Darnold, 4th down. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18.
Texans 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. D'Amico Ryan's doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked up.
You're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
All right. 19.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just 1 play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
1st down, Stroud. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Ernest Jones with the pick. They've helped them get this early lead, Brock, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. Now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build the momentum and build on this lead.
The Seahawks offense running out now. And coming off their 2nd red zone touchdown of this game, Brock. Make it 2 of 3 so far now. They will take that percentage every week if they can.
Yeah, championship-level teams, Kate, are usually 75%. I know that's a C+ in school, not very good, but that's championship football.
Yeah.
2 of 3, they're starting to near that mark.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Azeez Al-Shire has it. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And this is certainly on a silver platter for him, isn't it, Brock? Just 3 yards from the end zone.
18. What's up?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans make it an 11-point ball game.
Texans 10.
Has this at the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold headed out for their next shot on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance.
Here we go, set.
Play fake, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They give up the gut to Walker. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Running with Walker again. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be third and very short. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Seahawks with the lead here at Lumen. Third down, 1 yard to go. Walker trying to run for the first. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Third and long for him here. That one is caught. Bolton has it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Completes it again to Smith-Njigba. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offensive line, this is second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Throwing off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Texans bring out an extra DB on this third down. They'll throw, third and long. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans take possession off their second interception of the game. Well, they've still got the lead, Brock. They've been unable to find any separation, and now a couple of drives in a row have ended with interceptions.
Might not have cost them the lead quite yet, Gabe, but you just know this offensively. Like, you just continue to make mistakes, errors, turnovers. You give your opponent life. That's not the place you want to be.
The Texans going on offense now, just before halftime. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Stroud throwing here on first. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route.
Now Mixon loses the football. And the Seahawks have it. Nothing after the fumble, Carter, but they are going to be set up with an immediate first and goal.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
So Mike McDonald's getting his Seahawk offense out for another drive. And you gotta wonder what those emotions are like, what the mentals are like under that helmet right now, Brock. Such a great drive, ended with that interception. The second one. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Throwing on third down, Stroud. This connects with Schultz. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like, the 28. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
And the Texans first down. A gain of 15. First down, Houston.
Throwing here just before halftime. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on Tampa Bay. And this is ARSB Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Lions up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Brandon Ayuk. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. The 49ers win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the Washington Commanders. And it's time to get aboard the Gus bus. This is Gus Edwards. He's going to bull his way in from a couple yards away. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Darnold. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. 4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. DeMeco Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And they'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All right.
They motion Dell over left. It's Mixon on 2nd down. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Connects downfield, on target to Dell. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. That's back-to-back for Dell. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Brought down by Reek Woolen. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard
From the gun, Stroud. Has him on a quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. And once complete, it's Brian outright. And he's brought down at about that 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down. A gain of 12. And the Texans 1st down.
Here's Stroud again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here we go. 118.
Running back sent in motion. Again, Stroud finds him over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
All right.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard
Shotgun
line.
now for Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans start the second half with some needed points. Nico Collins with a touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
They'll try it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walk run. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Here's Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba right side. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
1st down from the 42. Now Darnold off the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 18 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain. You know, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
He's got the 1st down before they can make the tackle. So let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. You should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks push the lead up to 12.
Seahawks 28, Texans 16. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This will end up as a touchback. DeMeco Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To the air, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
All right. 18.
Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th. Tank Dell, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans trim the deficit down to 5.
Texans 23.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This return starts at the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Seahawks and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. And he hasn't been a stranger to the end zone this season. No, sir, including on their prior drive, Brock. A pretty important touchdown for him when you look at his season total. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go, set.
To the ground with Walker. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He lofts it deep right side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Now Darnold. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. The give now to Walker. And gets a few on the plunge forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
39-yard line.
Here's Darnold to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
3 yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
It's Walker on the give. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Yes, and everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Now
they're going to throw out of the gun. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and goal.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. The close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board. Okay, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Out now come the Texans on offense. In that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here we go.
They send a tight end in motion. They go play action with Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here we go.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Manages a gain of 3 there. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Keeping it with Mixon. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
He's back to throw. Makes the catch. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans down by only 2 in the fourth. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separation to the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Smith-Njigba there to grab it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. We've set it down from 37. Here's Darnold, first and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Torrey Horton, his intended receiver. So second down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
So the defense gave him the clock a little bit. So they call a timeout just before our 2-minute warning. 2:04 to go. All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a first down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. All Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That pass is caught by Horton. And he gets the Seahawks first down, Brock. And that should finish off this win for him. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. I wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Staying with Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Setting up to pass. That one is caught. Horton has it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks go up by 8 at the end. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere in front of their feet. Like you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. They're going to pass it here. Has it in close. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
A chance to make it a 2-score game now and likely clinch the win with this try. And likely game-winning extra point strikes true, and that should do it. We get a 2-score game now late.
38, Texans 29. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Connection made to Dell. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Escapes out to the left. And the goal line. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Backed up after that penalty. Misses third down.
Here we go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's fourth and maybe a yard. Desperation time here. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott.